one of the things that really triggers people is that when the compromising codependent does go into this place of, these piercing questions to get to the bottom of things, maybe making people feel really uncomfortable, and people start feeling interrogated. And I know this happens a lot in the workplace, and myself, I've experienced this too, where I've said to an employee, where are you at with the work? And it's all of a sudden I get this big explain and defend, as though I've said to them, you haven't been doing the work, have you? And because they've interpreted the question not as my interest in where they are with the work, but in something must be wrong with you. And so if you're in a partnership or you're working with someone who uses this strategy, you may have to just check that reaction of yours at the door and remember, you haven't done anything wrong. If you haven't done anything wrong, it's just a question, and it's just another question. Questions, when you start getting triggered and you feel like you've done something wrong, shift back to neutral and then slow them down with questions like, I don't know where you're coming from with these questions. Can you give me a context, or can you give me a moment to reflect on what you're asking? I'm feeling a little intimidated by the question. And saying things like this can really allow the conversation to open up a bit more, so you actually know what where they're coming from and what they're going for in terms of asking that question, instead of making you feel like you're under the gun and you're under suspicion for having done something wrong.